Good morning and welcome to another Talklets conversation. We're celebrating this weekend America's independence from Great Britain. We are a state now of self government, if you will, self freedom, free from all outside control. It's that old statement, we no longer have a man's thumb on top of us. That's what this whole independence, Declaration of Independence is all about. It's for Congress severed ties with Great Britain way back in 1776. So we free as a country. And so today you're going to have everybody having family reunions, feasting, family and friends around. You're going to see firework displays. You're going to see some togetherness, some unity. But don't get it twisted. We are just like our country. We have become independent as well. You don't see family reunions really coming together like we used to. There's a fragment or a fracture, if you will, that's happened, and so you see little groups, little silos, if you will, of families coming together. But you no longer see this big unity, and even when families do come together, there's so many pieces in their family structure that needs to be repaired. And over the years, nobody has taken the time to sit down and repair those differences, if you will. And so this conversation is going to be built around this whole thing about independence, because to me it's overplayed. If you talk to anybody young, anybody old, one of the number one things is I want to be independent. I mean, as children, you couldn't wait to get out of your mother's and father's house. You couldn't wait to graduate, but also they couldn't wait for you to graduate as well. And so they kicked you out or you left. And most of us, we were taught to let's go to college and become independent, and that way you can you can make roads for yourself. But hold on. Let's just slow it up just a little bit. Please slow it up. Independent for what? Come on. I told you before that most children who go to college, 17, 18, 19 years old, they think that it's a license to sin. Yeah. And you felt like you've taught them as their parents. And some of you have done some good work. Let's be real. I mean, we all try to do our best. But when you back it up just a little bit, let's just talk. When I went to college, I'm going to be honest with you, I was lost. And I played basketball, so there was some discipline, there was some structure. But really, when you send your child to college, you're sending them into, if you will, a cesspool of ideology, of teachers who are of failures, if you will, in life in certain areas, teachers who are after their own good, if you will, who wants to put their mandate inside of your child. And in college, it's just a grooming field, it's a field. It's like the Bible says that the harvest is plenty. In college, it's plenty. And so you're sending your children out to be with their peers and to be able to have a good time, if you will, to grow up, if you will. And my thing is, if you didn't put that in them before they left, they're not gonna find that out there. I mean, what are you thinking? Just back it up a little bit. I mean, what are we thinking? If you don't instill in them principles, morals, virtues, no. Not you saying, well, they should know they live with me. No. If you're not sitting down with your children and pouring into them the wolves that's out there and what the wolves are going to do, and teaching them about their own DNA, their own genealogy, of what's inside of you and their mom and their grandparents. If you don't teach them the truth, then you let them walk right into a lie. You've got to teach them before they go out. That way, when they go out, they're not trying to be independent. They're trying to be dependent because they're trying to find the groups that really they should really fall within. But by them being independent, they're isolated, and therefore, when you're isolated, you're insulated, and that's when the devil mix up his brew. It's because he sees that you're lonely and that you need something, and so he comes in now. You give him so much ammunition to come in and to rob your children of their youth, of their innocence. It's not nothing they're doing, it's what you didn't do. I know, I know. You want them out. We all talk about, yeah, when they get 18, they out of here. Well, hold up, hold it up. Read your Bible. I mean, Esau, Jacob, I'm looking at Abraham. They didn't leave their family structure until they were like 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. Because the brain is not fully mature. I know they live longer. I get it. But the brain is not fully mature until it's what, 25? And we're telling them, go be independent. Well, hold on. Before you throw them out, give them a lifeline, give them a rope to be able to come back in and pull them back in. The most important thing you can do is to teach before they leave. No. It's great to be an example of just walking around and be an authority figure in the house. I get it. It's an ego trip. But if you're not sitting them down and pouring into them, if you're not nurturing them from a parenting perspective, the mother has her place to nurture. The father has his place to nurture. That's what's important. Now, for all of you who are not together as parents, mother, whenever that child gets in trouble, I don't care what anyone says, you need to call the father. There's something that he can do, he can say that you can never do or say. You're good at what you do. He's good at what he do. That's why when the two come together, they become one. And that's what you need. I know y'all not married, y'all separate. You don't like him, he don't like you. It's not about y'all. It's about that child that y'all both made. That's his seed. Yes, that's your baby. Then you got to come together and make that thing happen, whether you like each other or not. That's a whole nother conversation. But now what you do is you make this a fragmented family structure. And what you don't need is that child thinking, well, they're doing their thing, I'll do my thing. Doesn't have the mindset to do its own thing. It's going to follow a pattern from someone. So here we go. Going forward, I know we're talking about Independence Day, and I want you to get this. Going forward, every parent, every father, every mother, whether you do together or not, you've got to make sure that you nurture from both perspectives when it comes to that child. That child needs to be equipped before they step foot in this world. This world is deadly. You heard me. It's poisonous. It's ruthless. It takes no prisoners. Now, it's going to pamper your baby at the same time it's trying to neuter your baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to nurture in a way, but it's always about neutering. You want to nurture your child. So when they go out, they know right from wrong. They know right from wrong. We have children who have big egos, big pride, and trying to make it, and the brain is not fully developed, and they're trying to make wrong right. I told you wrong is dead wrong all day long, right? But they're trying to make wrong right. They're trying to prove you wrong. That they can do this, they can make this. Because they know that you're looking at them, you're criticizing them from the outside in, and sometimes from the inside out. Who are we? Why would you condemn your babies? You talk good about them and then you talk bad about them. What's up with that? See, you fall into this whole structure of America we're celebrating independence, and yeah, the fireworks will go off tonight, the displays, everyone will be celebrating, and no one is talking. We're all independent. Look at all the cell phones sitting around the dinner table. No one's talking and pouring into each other. We're all on the cell phone. You're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. And no one is learning, no one is growing. And then when we get out here and bump our heads, then we got a problem. The prodigal son wanted to be independent. And so he told his father, hey, give me my stuff. I want my inheritance. I want to fly the coop. I want to get out here and do my own thing. Now he's young. But the father doesn't go after him. The father doesn't try to pull him and say, hey, now stay here, son. You don't know it's devils out there. It's wolves out there. The father gives him his inheritance and let him leave. See, that's what we should do. Yeah. If they ask for it, if they desire to go, you got to let them go. But if you taught them how important it is to build first, me personally, I don't think anyone should leave the house until that brain is fully developed. I know. It's not common because we bought into this culture that's got us all wanting to go out and work, find jobs. And all we're doing is supporting the man. We talk about the man, we're supporting the man. That's his plan. Where's your plan for your family? See, we should have a plan for our family that you don't have to leave this house until you're mature mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally before you leave. Go to school. You're still around the family structure. Look how long Abraham stayed around his father. The Lord had to tell him, Abraham, get thee from around the kinfolks, out of the father's house. You're not greater than Abraham. He's still at home, 70. He at home still, chilling, taking care of business, being a man who God could call upon. See, that's what needs to happen. I'm not saying stay home that long. Most of them, people are dead by then. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying stay until they're mature. Some children are mature at 19. I mean, some children got it going on. But 90% don't. Let's be for real. Those are the isolated cases. Most of our children will bump their heads because you didn't stand and tell them what you used to do. Yeah, what a bad girl you were as her mother. What a bad girl grandmama was. What a bad girl your aunts were. What a bad man your father was. I mean, come on, your father, please. If you knew about him, please. I mean, you sit here and learn from him, but he won't tell you. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I thought he just knew. No, how can he know if you don't tell him? We don't open our mouths and talk like this. We open it to criticize, to condemn, but to build. No, we sit silent. He'll pave his own way. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, but wouldn't it be nice if he had all of that information that you have inside of you that you don't want to share because it's embarrassing? Why is it embarrassing? It's life. I guarantee you, if our parents would have gave us, told us what they did, some of the stuff that how they got in trouble, it would have helped us immensely. But we didn't do it because everybody is independent, everybody is isolated. That's how the devil conquers. When you can keep your mouth sealed up about stuff that you should really be sharing, now you open your mouth for all that junk that nobody really needs to know, trying to show that you're the authority in the household. I'm telling you, the prodigal son said, give me my stuff. I'm going to get up out of here. The father gives him his inheritance. He goes out. He celebrates it like it's July the 4th. I mean, he's just spending his money. I mean, he's just shooting his load, if you will. I mean, he's enjoying his life. He's having a good old time. And the devil is riding his back along the way, just on him and partying with him. Party. I mean, having a great time. Just doing their thing. That's what he's doing. He's living large and in charge, so he thinks. And then he bumps his head and he realizes all his money is gone. Yeah. All the people who was enjoying that money, they're gone too. See, this is what happens. You become independent, and then everybody around you is dependent on you and your money. And then when all the money is gone, guess what? You become dependent on somebody trying to help you out because you were so independent. Guess what? You've been left out. So here he finds himself working in a pig pen. He finds himself where the pigs are mocking him. The pigs are having a conversation. Can you imagine the pigs talking? What is he doing here? Isn't he the guy who came into town with all this money? He didn't invest that and increase that. No, he spent that all. He spent all of it. He wasted all of it. Isn't it something? The story talks about in the Bible about there was 3 servants who this rich man gave one a talent, the other one 3 talents, the other one 10 talents. The one with 10 increased it, the one with 3 increased it, and the one with 1 buried his. Your children and you don't fit any of those categories. When you get it, you waste it. Yeah, you don't fit those categories. Our children, they waste it, don't know how to save, don't know how to plan, don't know how to budget. They waste every bit of it because they are independent. And I can do this, it's mine, so I can do what I want with it. And so since you hadn't taught them how hard it was for you to make a penny, they don't know. They think money grows on trees. Because you were independent in the family, as a father, as a parent, as a mother. You weren't showing them how dependency works. No, you gave them everything they ever wanted, even though you couldn't afford it. I'm sorry. That wasn't the right way to do it. So here they are. They are like every day is 4th of July for them because of your poor teaching. And so now when they go out, they bump their heads. The great thing about the prodigal son, the Bible says he came to himself, which means he found humility, he found shame, he understood what he had done. He understood that his ego, yes, he had edged God out. His ego was bigger than his intelligence. It was bigger than his maturity. And so he found himself thinking, I need to go back to my father's house. Yes. Because my servant, they eat better than this. They live better than this. And so I'll go back as a servant. Your sons, your daughters don't know how to have humility, don't know how to have shame. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. They come back whining. They come back just whining me. See, this is why it's so important to let them go when they want to go. Because let me tell you something. If they don't, they will disturb your peace. If you don't let them go, boy, oh, they're gonna act a fool. They will mess up your family home. They'll tear it up. They'll wreck it because they're so rebellious. Because there's something inside of them. Yes, I've said something. You know what I mean? That passion inside of them to get out and do their own thing, to be independent, to be isolated, to be insulated. That's what the devil wants. He wants you to push them out. And some of them are just trying to just get out because they think it's so much out here for them to do. That's what you have to be careful with. Yeah. Trying to hold on to them. No, let them go. They will wreck your marriage. Yeah, they will. And they don't even care. It's all about them. They're so selfish. I told you, we're self-governed. We're self-freedom, if you will. No outside control. America has it going on. Everybody wants to come here because whatever you want to do is right here. And that's the mindset of our children. That's the mindset that you were in. Yeah. Can you relate? When you were young? Oh, come on. It was all about you. We need to make sure, moving forward, that when our children get in trouble, mothers, please listen to me. Call the father. I don't care if you can talk to him in 5 years. Call the father. Change, please. Call the father. Let him nurture his son, his daughters. Yes. Father, call the mother. Let them nurture their sons. Everyone has a part of this because no one is independent when it comes to this. We're all dependent on one another. This is the family structure. But Donnie, he's been an absentee father for 30. I don't care. You just use bad principles for 30 years. That's shame on you. I'm telling you something that will work for you. Yes. Get involved. Yeah. Will every son come back home? No. Will every daughter come? No. It just don't happen like that. The reason the prodigal son came back home, the Bible says, is he came to himself. He got to thinking, working on that thing. Hold up. Now he said, hold up. Now my father did teach me some common sense. Hold up. My father, my gosh, when I left the home, I was a prince. Now I'm out here and I don't even know who I am. But I do know that my servants live better than this. And so if I go back, he says, I'll become a servant. That's humility. That's humility. That's what you want your sons and daughters to have. The father put something in him. And he recalled it. Oh, hold on, my father, he put morals and virtues. He showed me what to do. And so it's in there. It's just that it had to go through all these layers of just simply messing up before he came to himself and he found, whoa, a light went off. Let me humble myself because I have shamed my whole family. I know they heard about all this. But we're told that when he goes down that trail of walking back towards home, that the father sees him from afar off. You do realize that the environment is talking to this kid, right? As he's walking back home, this prodigal son. The road that he traveled down, he's going back down, and he said, oh, so the road is talking. The road is saying, like those pigs were talking. Now the road is talking and saying, oh, you wasted everything you had. I mean, you had pockets full of money. Where are you now? Look at you now. I mean, the road is talking because the devil never stops. He's trying to tell your son, you need to turn around and be so shameful. Don't you go back home to your father, boy. Don't you know how bad that's going to be? The road is talking. The pigs were talking. Hey, why don't you just jump in this pig pen with us? Eat the slop with us. I mean, you done slopped up your whole life. See, the devil comes strong. And boy, thank God that the prodigal son came to himself. He had something inside of him And he said, in my father's house, his servants go better than this. So he goes down the road, and the road is talking, and the road is trying to tell him what to do, turn back. But he keeps moving forward because he knows in his father's house, it's better than this. Jesus is telling us that in his father's house, it's better than this. It's better than this. You think this is good? You ain't seen good. But we're so materialistic, we're holding on to this. This independence that we have. I got it. I did this myself. No, 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 no. You were blessed. But you can't see it because of your ego and your pride. You can't see it. You've edged God out so much that you can't see it. How you were nurtured along the way by so many. How God steered your steps, yes. How he made a way out of no way for you. You didn't even see it. And you didn't even acknowledge him. The prodigal son's father seen him coming, and he runs to him and embraces him. And the son, he's looking like, what the heck's going on? I mean, why is he, I'm nasty and stinky, and why is he embracing me? Do you realize that there's nothing like a father's hug? Hug your son, hug your daughter. I mean, hug them like you love them, like it's the last day on earth. There's no hug like a father's hug. All you absentee fathers, go find your babies and hug them. Love on them. Get in your rightful place. Yes. Stop letting them be independent of you and you independent of them. There's a dependency here that we all need to have. Yes. When two come together, they become one. I'm telling you, God made this thing for us to be one. And Satan has infiltrated this thing in such a bad way that we think it's better being alone. No, it's not. It's better being dependent. Yeah, all this, I'm independent, I'm an independent. Well, toot your own horn. But one day you won't be able to wipe your own tail and someone got to do it for you. How independent will you be then? You see, you better lay some good seeds, some good fruits out here now. Because there's a time coming where you're going to need somebody. Yeah, I know you can do bad all by yourself, and you're doing bad all by yourself. Let nobody fool you. You are. Yes, you are. I don't care what you say. If you take on that mindset. But the prodigal son's father comes to him, embraces him, and treats him like a prince that he is. He just happened to mess up. We're all tainted by the culture we live in, by the friends we have. But isn't it something you still carry that name? I am Thompson. That's me. Yeah, I'm still a prince. I'm a prince. And the father embraces him. He doesn't criticize him. That's what you do. That's what you, come on. I know you're gonna mess up. I told you you're gonna bump your head. See, we just go into that crazy thing because we have so much, stubbornness inside of us too. When will you have humility? When will you come to yourself? His father came to himself, ran out. You got two people, the son coming to himself, the father coming to himself and said, that's still my son. That's still the prince of this house. Embraces him. He doesn't criticize him. He celebrates him. There we go. He doesn't criticize. He doesn't condemn. He celebrates as he embraces him. Can you embrace your son? Because the father of all fathers is embracing you and I right now. If we would just allow him to. There's no hug like a father's hug. Fathers, get in place. Be responsible. Be accountable. Love on your sons and daughters. Hug your wife. I understand that you and your wife might not be together. You and your girlfriend who had a baby might not be together, but that's your baby. Go hug your baby. Yeah, be involved because you're going to be accountable and responsible when you stand before God. You're going to be, there won't be no excuses that you're making right now because, see, it benefits you to stay independent from that child. It benefits you. Isn't that something? It benefits you in a way that it never should have. And it never will. It's just the way you see it. So fathers, be in your rightful place. Mothers, be in your rightful place. Nurture. Don't kick the child out. No, no, no. Let them stay until they are really ready to go because you poured so much into them. Now they can go out there and they really can be and live a life. Yes. With all that you put inside of them, they can live a life. And they can celebrate each day because mom and dad taught me well. They taught me well. I mean, we want to be loved well. Well, let's be for real. We have to love others well. So I pray, enjoy this celebration, if you will, 4th of July. Have a great weekend. Have a great time. But don't forget, we are stronger together.